Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Disney Countdown Show.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Disney Countdown Show. And here we are going to be counting down what you guys really love the last episode based off of what we've seen so far of us talking about our top 10 through 6 of best Disney covers. Y'all really got to look into me and Megan's interesting musical choices, and it's only going to get weirder from here, folks. So buckle in and get ready. But hello again, I am the Dapper Danielle, and I'm joined by the ever so lovely and magical Megan, the Magical Millennial, who's now a Mrs. Hello, Miss Married Lady. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. I am just a little tired. That's okay. It was a long weekend, obviously for good reason. Oh man, I'm good. It was just everything turned out so wonderful for the wedding, and I will get into it later. I'll talk about it more later, but I am doing great. Just still recovering from such a whirlwind of a weekend. But yeah, it's overall so good. How are you, Danielle?
Doing good. I'm on the opposite end of coming back from that family reunion that we talked about in the last episode, and just trying to get back into a normal schedule. And right the day after I came back, Twin Sauce, our friends from Kansas City, came into town, and since everybody else was in California at Megan's wedding and I was the only one that, just because the weird timing of them coming back, I was just like, well, I'm here if you want to stay at my place for an extra 2 days. And so they crashed on my couch here in my living room, and I had air mattresses for them. So they literally just left this morning. I dropped them off at the Orlando International Airport. They're flying back across America right now. And yeah, so it's been a very exciting day, and I'm on like my second thing of caffeine right now. We shall survive. It's fine.
We shall get through it. Yes. That sounds so fun though. I love those guys.
It is really good. And now some tea going on the socials, but socials that don't have tea right now is going to be our Disney Countdown Show ones. It's going to be Disney Countdown Show on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Pod Disney over on the Twitter/X. But honestly, y'all go to the Threads side. Don't bother with the Twitter side. We're still posting over there just for some people's, but not a lot. And then we're also over on YouTube. And some of you are watching us right now from Spotify, which is amazing. Hello, video fam. Good to see you. But if you're not watching and you want to see our faces or see me do my over-the-top hand motions and gestures, then definitely go watch us over on YouTube too, which is going to be Countdown Network. And you can see all of our sibling channels over there too, like Christmas Countdown, Theater Countdown, all the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then we do have our personal socials as well. I am the Magical Millennial _ She is the Dapper Danielle. And go ahead and give us a follow on all things, all of the platforms that we have, because we do post some real fun stuff and definitely little like clips or snippets from the show on the Disney Countdown Show, especially on our Reels or TikTok. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
And of course, you can also, if you do watch us or if you're just starting to listen to us over here, we do have a rate and review system, and this gives us a chance to get out to more listeners and to more people. And now you can review on Spotify. That wasn't a feature before, but you can leave us a review on Apple and Spotify now, or you can DM us your reviews if you so choose. We are available on Instagram, and we read those DMs. Don't you worry. And we actually do have a few right here, Danielle. If you would like me to read these ones through.
Yeah, read the first one. These first two are going to be from Spotify, correct?
These are Spotify ones, yes.
Ooh, nice.
Which is exciting.
We're getting used to it. Oh, how exciting.
Love to see that. And this first one is from Emily Flame. Yes, Emily Flame. Emily says, love this show. Found this show at the perfect time. Just went through a breakup and my best friend moving out of state. This show feels like sitting down and talking with two of your best friends and warms the soul. Megan, I saw you at the parks a few months ago, but you were carrying a Club 33 shopping bag and I didn't want to run up to you in the parking lot and accidentally scare you. Danielle, I have not been to Walt Disney World, but I feel like an expert and cannot wait to go. Love you both so much. Love all the games. Keep up the magical work. Oh, Emily, it's okay to scare me sometimes. That's all right. It happens.
I love how
when
she's
making
like,
friends parking
I
structure.
don't want to make it seem like I'm going to ambush Megan and steal whatever merch she has in the Club 33 bag. I think that's hilarious. How considerate of you, though, Emily. I love
It's
that.
very considerate. It's very considerate, very sweet. So yes, I appreciate the thought. But don't worry. You can always feel free to say hello, no matter what bag I have on me. But I do appreciate it. And I'm so sorry about the breakup and your friend moving out of state. That's always a tough time. So I hope everything's going well for you right now. Or, don't worry. It will get better. Trust me. It does.
Yes. Oh, fabulous. Well, let's see. This next one, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce this. Is it Nina M?
Nina
Maybe?
M. Yep, that's Nina.
Was that how you would say it too? Oh, goodness. I always question myself with these names, y'all. Again, I am sorry if I butcher any of your names whenever I do anything, whether it's a social media post or here doing a review, because y'all know I can't do names. But this one says from Nina, makes me miss the Magic Kingdom. Aw. I recently just got into podcasts, and this one has got to be my favorite. I love Megan and Danielle and a little bit of Disney magic they bring to my day. I used to be a CP in Magic Kingdom custodial in 2022 and miss it dearly. This podcast definitely helps me with the homesickness. When I was on my program, I actually met the Dapper Mom and Dad before I knew who they were. I had just started following Danielle on TikTok and ran into the Dapper Mom and Dad dressed as Miss Bianca and Bernard and thought they were the cutest thing I'd ever seen. It wasn't until I was scrolling through the TikTok one night and saw her video with them that I realized who I was talking to. One of my favorite moments from my program and the best costumes of Halloween parties. And just a little idea for maybe a bonus episode, top 5 favorite Disney trash cans for my little custodian heart.
That's
I love
a good
that
one. Yeah.
And then one little last note here. Keep up the great work, you two, and congrats to Megan on your wedding. My husband and I are going on our honeymoon to Disney World in November. Keep up the wonderful keep being the wonderful people you are and making the magic. 5 out of 5, second stars to the right.
That's so cute,
that.
Nina. Thank you.
So for those that don't know, this was, how many years ago already was this? This was already 2 years ago now. Was it 2? Yes. And as I'm like thinking in my timeline in my head, and Mom and Dad, so it was the year I dressed up as, what is her name? From Rescuers, the Medusa. Madame Medusa.
Yeah.
I dressed up as Madame Medusa from the Rescuers, and I had a party for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Mom and Dad got tickets, but we accidentally got them for separate days. We couldn't go together as a group. So I walked with them into the park, and I stayed until they started kicking out the regular guests. And I came and I was their chaperone to come pick them up afterwards. But they had a lovely time, and I loved helping make their outfits and their giant ears. And it was great. They look so good.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I actually do remember that outfit very vividly, Danielle. That was a really good one.
The video of them, me doing an awkward zoom in video from them from a distance got almost like 1 million views on TikTok when that first happened. So yeah, it was good.
Nice. Iconic. Love it. And then we do also have some fan messages here. These are, of course, the DMs on Instagram. This one is from Zach, and he says, "Hello, Megan and Danielle. My name is Zach, and I am reaching out on behalf of my fiance and myself. We are new watchers/listeners this year. We were able to find you for the beginning of this new season thanks to Megan's Instagram and TikTok posts. We wanted to let the both of you know just how much we love both your content and how much nostalgia and happiness we feel while watching the both of you. In fact, we enjoy your content and the park so much, we are going to be going to Walt Disney World for a bit of our honeymoon at the end of September/beginning of October. Then we head to Disneyland in mid-October as well. We wanted to know if you guys knew of any special packages or things we can do in the parks to make our trip extra special, or if Disney offers anything for couples on their honeymoon. We love the both of you and appreciate you so much. You make our days brighter and our smiles bigger. Thank you for all you do. We did send Megan a wedding invite for fun." Zach, I think I did get that one. Yes, thank you so much for sending that. I just went to my PO box, so I think I did pick that up. Thank you for inviting me. That's very special. In terms of packages, Danielle would obviously know any sort of packages that are available on the East Coast. I know that we have some stuff. We obviously have some fun dining packages over at Disneyland. That we have the Skyline Terrace. The new Galaxy's Edge one is coming very soon for Fire of the Rising Moons over there in Batu.
Ooh.
But in terms of honeymoon, I don't know if they do anything besides just like buttons.
Right. So back in the old days, right, there used to be some fantastic packages. And mom and dad, they honeymooned here at Walt Disney World, right? And mom and dad will tell you, dad brags about all the time. He still has the original receipts. He has the list of everything that was included in their packages. It was like a golden key ticket. And you would pay a lump total sum. I think it was like only like $300 for like 5 days or 4 days or something like that. What? Ridiculous. And this was in the late 80s, right? Late 80s that this package was available. And it included breakfast, lunch, and dinner for full sit down meals, and also like Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, what is the one at the very California Grill at the very top of Contemporary, like all the nice restaurants, and it was all included. And you also had like your tickets involved with it, and then they stayed at the Contemporary Resort, and so it used to exist. And what's funny is that old forms are slowly popping up again, and some old information is recirculating. Double check the dates of when those things were posted. A lot of them do not exist anymore, especially post Panini. They definitely don't exist anymore. But it was very. So Dad would happily come on to talk all about it one day, and he'll show the album of like, okay, so this was the receipt. This is what we did. I looked good in those shorts. Like, he'll talk about all that.
That is the coolest thing ever. Oh man. It's that we do have a live chat going right now, and Sam, one of our wonderful patrons, is saying, I'm definitely growing up in the wrong era. Same, because that's so awesome. For just that like one payment, you get all of that. Oh man.
And it was like nice stuff too.
Jealous.
And I think you could I think that included Victoria and Albert's too. And like some really nice stuff, because the Grand Floridian had just like opened around that time too.
Right.
So
why couldn't I have been born in the 80s?
Well, because we're too big now. We have more parks. You have to figure Hollywood Studios was just opening.
No Animal Kingdom. We didn't have Animal
yet.
Kingdom. It's true. It's true. Good points. Yes. No DCA. Not even close.
Right.
So I get it. Yeah. It's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
well,
really
this
awesome.
other one is going to be also from Alyssa over on Instagram. And they say, this podcast popped up on my Spotify recommendations. Okay, algorithm, we appreciate you. And I saw Megan on the cover, so I knew I had to listen. I've been following Megan for a long time now and adore her content. I immediately followed Danielle because I too love Disney history facts and love Orange Bird. Oh, thank you. And I joined the Patreon because this podcast has brought me so much joy. I have 17-month-old twins. Yeah. So this podcast is the perfect podcast for in the car or when cleaning and doing laundry. These ladies keep me entertained and in the Disney know. Well, thank you so much, Alyssa. Tell the baby ones that we say hello. Not that they're going to understand anything that we're saying, but hello.
No, please do. Please do. They're probably, listening in too and learning about Disney themselves. You got to start them early. Yes.
It's true. It's true.
We understand. But thank you so much. Thanks for listening in. If you haven't gone back and listened to our old episodes yet, highly recommend. We do have some funny moments back there that have remained iconic to this day and that we will never live down.
Jimmy Cicada. And I feel like, I don't know, the Screamo reference I did in the last episode, I think that's going to be the next one also.
It's
green beans.
It really is. It truly is. It's that's going to be, as soon as we get a clip of it, y'all, it's going to be the moment. And
Emilio's supposedly editing it for us right now.
Yes. I'm so excited to see that. I told everyone about that, Danielle. Immediately told Evan, my husband, as I got off. I was like, "You should have heard Danielle in this episode." He was dying.
I love that. Yeah. And he's just like, "Okay, Great, babe.
No, he did. He's like, he said, I had a feeling. He's like, I somehow knew that. I was like, wait, what? What?
Me and Evan, we just get each other. It's great.
You just understand each other. Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, this next one is from, oh my goodness, what a message here. This is from Kimberly on Instagram, and it's a good lengthy one. I love it. Okay. She says, "Hey Danielle and Megan, I absolutely love this podcast, especially since it's family friendly and my 2-year-old can listen with me. I adore both your individual content and the content you do together. You ladies are a joy in my life. Megan, a lot of people in my circle don't understand why my number one dream trip is to Disneyland, but the more you post more, it lights the fire, and I hope to make the dream a reality soon. Danielle, for the longest time, I could not figure out where I knew you from, and it hit me once you shared that you were a fairy godmother. Is that right?
Yeah.
FGIT? Yeah.
Yeah.
At Disney Springs. I knew it was because we worked together. I was a PhotoPass photographer and definitely got to work with you a couple times. I was part-time, so it wasn't a lot. I've been wanting to send a message since I listened to the Top Character Meet and Greets episode. Mine has to be Goofy because I feel like he really brings out the best of the guys who come to visit Disney. The crankiest looking grandpa could come in to meet Goofy and then he would leave skipping and frolicking. Goofy really is magic. I think a good countdown idea would be your top moments as a Disney World guest. Are there moments from the visits that have become core memories? One of my lists would be the first time my son got to meet Pooh Bear. He couldn't believe the bear on his outfit was right there in front of him. And when he also met Donald for the first time, my baby couldn't stop quacking. Too cute. Keep up the magic, Disney Countdown show. Oh, Kimberly.
Okay, Kimberly. So to be fair, when I was a fairy godmother, I didn't have glasses yet, right? I didn't realize I was blind until I left the boutique and was looking at jewelry, and I'm like, why can't I see this up close? And I got glasses literally 2-3 weeks into transferring into Ever After Jewelry Company in Disney Springs. So I didn't have glasses, and I always had really short hair. It got really long there for a period of time, and I chopped it all off, and it was a really, really short pixie cut for a long time. So hello, Kimberly. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching and paying attention. That's so awesome.
That's
it comes
amazing.
around full circle. It really is a small world after all.
Yes, absolutely. And Kimberly, I also do love when we appreciate the countdown ideas because we got to form more. We got more seasons coming up. We got some that we like to include in our bonus episodes. And if you would like to be a part of those bonus episodes and see all the extra content that we post, you can become a Patreon. We do have some new Patreons. Part of the Disney Countdown Show fam. That's Lindsay, Jackson, Kristen, Chris, and Chris.
The last two Chris's. Yes,
Chris and
two
Chris.
super Chris's.
It goes Kristen, Chris, and Chris. So welcome everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining. We so many things that you can do and be a part of as a Patreon, as well as a paid subscriber. So if you are one of those, you do get access to the bonus episodes. For the Patreons, we have some more fun little extras in there. We got some tiers depending on what you would want from us. And for example, we do have a live chat right now. They are watching us record this live. They get to see all of the bloopers, all the technical difficulties, and things that we, just have to run back. And it's a lot of fun. They get to, we get to get their real-time reactions, which is really cool. Well, and they help give us answers to our games if we are stuck on one of the
they helped me a lot last
questions
episode
that Chris gives us. Yes, they did. So it's a lot of fun. And if you have any interest in joining the Patreon, again, we do have a ton of fun over there. We do have a Discord as well. We do have the link in our episode notes, and you can also become a paid subscriber over on, I believe that's Spotify. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danielle. But yes, that is it's a lot of fun over at the Patreon. And hello, Patreon fan that is listening in right now again.
Well, and so like I said, Luke and Paul were here, and they found my watercolor sketchbook, and it's actually right here where they left it. And when you do join the Patreon, I created a little artwork caricature of me and Megan, and there's a little welcome postcard of this artwork that you guys get also. So it is a Dapper Danielle print, and the boys were angry. They're like, "What do you mean you don't have the postcards here with you? I want one." And I was like, "Then you have to join the Patreon. I don't have them. Our producer Danny does." And they're like, "Oh, but we want one." I was like, "No. You just go check out the Patreon. You'll be fine."
That's right. That's right. See, you get Danielle's artwork. We get giveaways sometimes.
Oh, that
Virtual
reminds me, the
hangs.
last month's winner, I have their stuff and I need to ship it out.
Oh, see, there you go. And what
Oh,
was the
dang it, I
prize,
gotta get on
Danielle?
that.
We had a pretty good prize last month. It was Danielle kind of came through for us. So
Yeah.
it's just
Got a nice
it's
little
just
buckle
fun.
down bag. It was nice.
See, buckle down. I got a few of their stuff. Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, okay? Let's get caught up. So I talked a little bit about the boys, talked about the Patreon. What's going on? We need to get caught up. People are asking the questions they want to know. You haven't had a chance to post any content, and
Yeah,
which is good.
nothing
Nobody
in
expects
depth.
that.
Yeah, true. Nothing in depth. I will definitely be working on that this week. I left the apartment a flipping disaster. So my number one priority is to clean up my stuff this week before I get into like some very detailed wedding content. So I want to do that first, y'all. Sorry for the delay, if there is one. But yes, we got married. It all happened on Saturday, and man, it was definitely a whirlwind. What they say and the advice people give is true. You really just have to stop and take it all in because it goes by so fast, and it did indeed. You are really just like so focused on making sure things go well, especially during the ceremony, because you do the rehearsal and everything, and you kind of just want everything to go well. And it definitely did. It's except we like took the wrong route after we like left the aisle. We had to like circle back and like go back the right way, which is kind of funny, which is totally fine. That was after it was all over. And then we had to take photos while everyone was at the cocktail hour, and then we went into the reception and to dinner, and it was so awesome to see so many people that all in one place. It's really, really special. That doesn't really happen anywhere else, So I had a lot of friends and family there. Evan had his friends and family, and you have your dinner. Dinner goes by so fast. Everyone was really sweet in making sure that we ate, because that's one of the main things that a lot of people say is like you don't eat, so you need to make sure you eat before, because once you're there, like people are just wanting to talk to you and come and say hi, and you don't get to eat. But people were really sweet in letting us eat for a second, and then we made our rounds, and people started coming up. So that was pretty cool. And then the dancing and the party started, and that just went until we had to stop, until we got kicked out. So it was it's just crazy, like how stressful it is to plan, and or I guess you try to make it less, not as stressful, but it does end up being very stressful, believe
Well,
me.
eventually you're just like, okay, I've only can do so much. The rest of
Right.
it just has to fall into place, and
Right.
just let the wedding planner or the wedding coordinator, just let them like, okay, I'm trusting you. I'm letting the reins over to you to be able to figure it out.
Exactly. And she did such a good job in making sure the day went smoothly and making sure we were on time for things like the cake cutting and like the bouquet toss and stuff. So she was amazing. Shout out to Shannon. And yeah, it all came together so well, and everyone had so much fun. I'm just so happy. Like, I'm a people pleaser by heart, so I'm just really happy that that everyone else had fun, but we also just had the time of our lives. It was, really the happiest day ever. And oh, so magical. We did get married in the woods, essentially. So the venue
Literally.
yeah.
I
The
thought you
venue
were
was
getting
crazy.
married in like a winery type vineyard type thing.
So it is a winery. It's a crazy thing. This venue is technically like a winery. They make the grapes for like a bunch of famous wineries in Napa and Sonoma County. And they also have wines themselves, but they also have this wedding venue, and they built these tall redwoods decades ago. And then this wedding venue is just sitting in the middle of it all. So it's
it
so
looked
interesting.
like you were
It's
in
a
like
huge
the
property.
Redwood National Forest, honestly.
It looked like that, yeah. But really, it's Chenoweth Woods. It is a winery. It's really crazy. Yeah, I know. And like behind it and behind the hill, they have like acres and acres of vines and a whole vineyard.
Wow, that's
It's
amazing.
really nuts. Yeah. So we haven't seen that yet, but I would love to go back and go and revisit and then take their little wine tour that they have, because it looks really fun. But yeah, it just was amazing. And then we had the chance to kind of relax and reflect on it the next day, and then we drove back and got back at midnight yesterday. because we took our time getting back down to SoCal. So yeah, it went great there. So the reason I also haven't posted is because I do have one of our wonderful friends was our videographer for the wedding, and he's creating something absolutely amazing and a bunch of content as well for the socials. And we have to wait on that a little bit. And then obviously we don't have the photos yet. We're waiting for those too. So don't worry, things are coming. I was
impressed that you were able to even get up the like transition photo or the transition videos that you did.
Yeah, thanks.
And I was like, I wasn't expecting anything from Megan, and I was shocked you even got those up. And I'm like, good for you, girl.
Thank you.
Life of a social media person does not stop ever.
Yeah, we definitely. I was pushing the timing a little bit because I got ready. I got in my dress. We did a little reaction video, and then I was like, I need to film 2 of these TikToks right now and it was already to the point where we had to leave. And I'm like, nope, I got to film 2 TikToks. Sorry. It very quick, very easy. But yeah, I just wanted to get something up because I left my phone in like the shed all night. I did not have it near me. There's also no service at the venue, so you couldn't actually post. Right. You could obviously record and stuff, but no posting. And so yeah, we stayed present, which was great. And so more stuff is coming, everyone. Don't worry. I'm sure more stuff by the time this episode airs, there'll be more content up.
We'll be back in
at least me talking about it behind the scenes, So yeah.
See, and that was
thank you, Sam. Sam, I really appreciate it.
As Sam was saying, your dress was fantastic.
Thank you.
I was looking at because I ran into Bippity Boppity Beard. They literally like landed back in California. They're here for like 24 hours or 48 hours, and then now they're flying to Disneyland Paris.
They're going to Paris. Yeah.
Kaylee's working, I think, and they're just making a full trip out of it at the same time. No, it's with his family. It's with Cole's family, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
The family's going. That's
they were
cool.
showing me pictures and everything like that. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. I hate I missed out. I was at a family reunion that was planned like 2 years ago.
Yes, and that is very, very important, which I would love to hear about. How did the family reunion go with all the Kellys and beyond?
It was a time. It was a time.
Was it a time? Okay.
And so again, just talking to relatives that don't know what I do for a living, right? And you tell them like I'm not to like toot my own horn, but I do have like a decent following on social media. I now have a podcast, or I'm a host of a podcast, and we have quite a few followers over there on that podcast. And they're just like, what's a podcast? Or like, what was the other one? They're just like, well, do you do the Facebook Reels? Because they're only on Facebook, mind you, these aunties.
Yes.
And they're just like, number one, being the Disney person in the family, because nobody else in my extended family is really Disney people. It's only my family that's Disney people. And so they're already thinking that, number one, that's weird. And then so to then be an influencer in social media just about Disney, they can't fathom that at all.
Yeah.
So there was one point, what did I say? One of my aunts was just like, oh, well, I don't ever see your videos. I'm like, well, are you following me on Facebook then? Because I do have a Facebook fan page and it posts the same things there on my Instagram. She's like, I don't know, but you know what I really do love watching is those America's Got Talent, like rerun videos and the clips. And I just love seeing those. And I looked at my aunt, and which if you all are on that side of social media, if you did not know, there's a whole thing going around of people are creating fake America's Got Talents. They are clipping in the segments of panning to the judges, and they will do a green screen behind them. And they're obviously not there. Yeah. But some people are easily fooled by these green screens, and they think it's real. And I'm just like, Auntie, no.
Oh my God.
And we're doing like at one point there was a whole group of people there at the table. They're just like, well, how do we find you? And I was like, okay, everyone open up your app, press the hamburger menu, press the face icon. Nope, that icon. And then we find, well, it was a thing. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah, times were had. It was great. We were over on Merritt Island, which is near Cocoa here in Florida. And it was an giant Airbnb house because we're a really big family, and we're all sleeping on these thin foam type pad things. And when I tell you, I came home with a backache.
Oh,
I
I'm
could
sure.
not move.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So I was just laying on the floor right here in the middle of my living room and just like cracking my back and being like, oh, and just laying there. And mom's having to call me and she's like, are you alive? And I said, no.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Sleeping basically on the floor. You're not. You might as well not have it at all. Not that
Right.
at all. But well, I'm glad to hear that it was an experience. It was a time. You know, it's
See,
family.
at least you were
family's
surrounded
fun.
by other social media mutuals. I was
I
not.
was.
So,
I
and
was.
yeah, Leanne even said, she's like, also shout out to the hilarious content from the friends. The video that Samantha, Beasley, or Eric and Cole all posted of them looking at like the wait times for Disneyland and then being like, oh, hey, Megan, I forgot we're here. And then you walk away. I thought that was hilarious.
That was
I
fun.
loved that video.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Cole warned me before the wedding. He's like, we have this idea. Can you, like, if you don't want to be a part of it, it's okay. I'm like, of course I'll be a part of it.
I think it's because ever since the smothering video we did of you when we took over Pin Monday,
Oh, yeah.
I think Cole's feeling a little bad about it and wants to give you a little bit of heads up before I do it again.
That was hilarious. You know, I'm always down for basically anything when it comes to content. So that was super fun.
The more
and,
chaotic, the more
hilarious.
entertaining.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we love it. Love to see it. And that was a really good idea too. So I was all about it.
Oh, and Leanne, you're on Merritt Island also. We were on Shady Lane. I know, right? Like it sounds shady, but we were literally on Shady Lane over there on Merritt Island, just past Cocoa Village. Wait, Leanne, don't tell me you live over there on Shady Lane. We were within inches of each other. We were down the road from each other.
That would be crazy. Oh, her mom lives on Shady Lane. What?
We were in that giant gray house. Oh, you're in Orlando, but you grew up there. Oh my gosh, yes. But we were on Shady Lane and on the far, like if you're heading down the island, because there's only two roads. If you go on the right side, we're on the one farthest to the right side of the island when you're heading down. Oh,
That
gosh,
is so
crazy.
What a small world.
Again, it's a small world after all, man.
That's
Running
right.
into fidgets and being down the roads from Patreon families' moms.
It usually is. That Disney community, man. That's pretty crazy.
That was pretty crazy.
I love it.
Well, I guess it's time that we should go ahead and get to some breaking Disney news.
We interrupt our program to bring you this
Disney news. Megan, I don't know if you saw this, but Disney and DirecTV had like a falling out over the past like week or two while we were gone.
I did see that. A little bit.
A little bit. And
they're
then
having issues.
Yeah, and like it affected everything. It affected ABC, ESPN, everything, and then Disney Channel specifically. And I guess they finally came to an agreement.
Did they really? Okay.
I'm double checking the article right now, but yes, they have ended their blackout because originally you can see anything made by Disney, and they ended up doing a flexible packages. According to a joint press release from the two companies, here's what you need to know about the development. The dispute began at the start of September when Disney and DirecTV's old contract expired. Okay, number one, how does these two major companies let a contract expire? That's my first question. Who's not looking at the expiration dates?
Who's not paying
of these things?
attention? That's right. What's going on there?
And then at the core of the dispute was Disney felt DirecTV wasn't offering it the money its content was worth for the channels, including ESPN, Disney Channel, Disney Junior, etc. And DirecTV, meanwhile, wanted more flexibility in how to bundle the content. Okay, I could see where each party wants something different and they're just not communicating with each other. I get that. So I guess they came up with through the first of its kind collaboration, DirecTV and Disney are giving customers the ability to tailor their video experience through more flexible options. Interesting.
And then Debbie, so Debbie's also saying in the middle of this, we got a price increase from DirecTV. Okay. So they're paying Disney more then, most likely?
See, and that's where I'm just like, who still uses cable? I think is really what the question is. And obviously,
There are some
Debbie
families
does.
that do. A lot of, quite a bit of families in the United States, I think, do. Whether or not you do or don't, we've come full circle, babe. Every single streaming service now has ads. It's like watching TV all over again. I don't.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Netflix now has ads. So you know what? It's the same thing.
You're just picking and choosing what type of ads you want to see now.
Exactly right, or what type of shows you're into. Because, we have it all, don't we? Like I got Prime, Disney Plus with that bundle, so Hulu and everything.
Right.
ESPN. We got HBO, Paramount, Apple TV, Peacock. We got it all. Like who you know?
I'm pretty good at I narrow it down to just the core ones of I have Disney Plus, but it's through my Verizon. Okay, by the way, as we're saying these names, hashtag not sponsored. Okay, y'all, if they want to sponsor us, they can talk. We could talk. We'll push you more.
AT&T, we met you guys. We could talk. We'd love to talk more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But mine's bundled in through my Verizon bill for Disney Plus, and then when it comes to Peacock and all the other things, it's only when I really want to watch something. So I think Paramount is the one that had The Nanny on it for the longest time. And I was like, I just really want to watch The Nanny, only The Nanny. And so I did that 2-week free trial thing. And when I tell you, I binge watched every single episode of The Nanny within
I
days. I was
love
impressed
that.
with myself.
I
So I
love
refused
that.
to pay for it.
That's fair. That's fair. I totally get it. We love free trials.
Me too.
Yeah. So, I'm glad that they were able to reach a decision or a compromise of some sort. But I know that Disney and DirecTV have been at it for a little bit. There's been some issues for quite some time.
Even back in the beginning days of the cable television wars, they've always had issues that date back to the very beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We have the Hulu package where it's basically live TV on the Hulu channels, whatever they got. So, but yeah. Oh, Debbie says keep an eye out for Black Friday. She got Peacock last year for $20 for the whole year. That's a good deal, Debbie. Okay, will do. Black Friday's coming up. It'll be right around the corner here.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah. Any other? So I've obviously been out of the loop in terms of Disney news. I know that we had some merch drops here and there in the parks. But I have not been keeping up with any sort of Disneyland news. So apologies there. I've been seeing videos, but
we did get a little bit of holiday merch. Actually, okay. So we know we have some listeners that are over in Disneyland Paris. Right. So our Paris fam, we've heard from our friends Luke and Paul, who just left Disneyland Paris, that y'all don't celebrate Halloween the same way that we do. Is that correct? And that they already have dropped the beginning of their Christmas merch. Their Christmas merch dropped while we were gone last week.
Oh, dang. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. The first lounge flies have started appearing. It'll be a very similar thing to what you're going to get to in Disneyland. So we've seen a little more previews of that. It started to drop over at, on shop Disney. Well, not shopdisney.com, disneystore.com. Some of the Christmas pajamas in the beginning of that collection, we're starting to see some media people. I think, some of the bloggers got to see a preview of some of the merchandise. It'll be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very interesting. So we've gotten some, I guess, a preview of the holiday merch. Some of it is dropping online September 30th, I saw. I don't know if that means it's coming to the parks as well.
Well, but, I've heard from sources that I can neither confirm nor deny that Bobble Bar, their stuff is supposed to be releasing the very first days of October for Christmas. So if you like the holiday exclusive ones and you want to get them, you're going to have to get them in the very beginning of October to snag them.
Beginning of October. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I will. I'll be looking out for that because the collection this year is looking pretty dang cute, I must say.
Anything in particular catching your eye already?
I really like the ears. I think the Spirit jersey was really cute too.
Oh, the one with the lights.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty sleek.
pretty cute. I think it's better than last year in my opinion. As far as I've seen.
Did you see? I don't know. This is kind of clickbaity of Yahoo. Okay. Well, number one, it's Yahoo posting this news article.
Yeah.
But there was a TikToker that posted a video of it being so hot here in Walt Disney World that she got the Disney Parks bag. She had it on her arm, and it started melting the ink off of the bag and transferring it onto her arm.
Mm-hmm. It does that. Those bags leak, y'all.
They do.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
When I tell you, they were the bane of my existence during the panini, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ink on the bags, fun fact, reacts with hand sanitizer.
Oh,
so
shoot.
if you had even a little tiny bit of hand sanitizer on your hands and you went to go touch your bags, immediately you looked like a member of the Blue Man Group because the blue ink immediately transferred.
I didn't know that.
Wow. It was a lot. So especially when I worked in the store of like the white Dooney and Burke bags and like all these other things, I was like, please don't touch anything. And the way to get it off is you really just reapply more hand sanitizer and take a paper towel and just wipe your hands off. But they just have to be completely dry, and we got to get you a new bag.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah, I've been warned about those bags. They leak, y'all, or they bleed, whatever you call it. They transfer. Thank you. That's a nicer way to put it. So be careful with those guys, or just get a clear bag if you're concerned about it. You know, it's too hot.
Clear bag's not as bad, and that's where I'm just like, okay, I love how Yahoo really. They took this 30-second clip, not even 30-second TikTok video, and they made a whole article about it. And I'm like, guys, we are stretching. We are stretching here and trying to come up with content.
A one sentence thing, yeah.
Well, it's not, and it should have been a one sentence thing. Nay. They did a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6-paragraph news article, and it talks about other random stuff that doesn't even make sense. Is like, it makes you wish that the plans for the Disney ski resort had happened just so there would have been a place that wasn't so hot. Hold on, I'm going to click this and see where it directs it to. If it directs it to my video talking about the history of this thing,
watch it be you.
I'm scrolling. When I tell you, oh my gosh, wait. No, they did give a little more meat and potatoes, but I'm not going to say. It's pretty close to the content of my video that went viral talking about the Country Bear Jamboree, but it's pretty close to the video of my content going viral on Country Bear Jamboree.
Shadiness.
Okay, Yahoo, I see you. I'm watching you.
Better watch out. Yeah. Okay, there's one thing over Disneyland that I did see actually over the weekend, and that is the new dining package in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. They are going to be offering a dining plan or dining, package in Batuu, which will be starting in November, and that will include viewing of Fire of the Rising Moons, which will be in sync with Believe in Holiday Magic.
Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and we were wondering that if they were going to have a version of it.
Yep, it'll be. It's so interesting the way that they're doing this, because I don't think they're changing the music at all. It'll just be a new fireworks display that'll be going at the same time, which again, very, very interesting. Maybe all fireworks displays are the same and they've been just trolling us the entire time.
So where's the dining package at? Is that Docking Bay 7?
It's a Docking Bay 7. It'll come with your little lunch bento box, your little space bento box right there.
So is it something different between instead of getting the chicken tip yip, is it totally different food?
It's probably, you do probably get some options. It looks like that is chicken. It's a full, different meal. That looks like the chicken tip yip as the main entree. And then you get a little Star Wars charcuterie and dessert.
I would just like a tray of the macaroni and cheese, please. And that's it.
Just dump all the macaroni and cheese you have into that tray.
all the mac and cheese. Just in there, just
coffee.
one scoop. No more.
No, that's good. That's good.
More.
And most likely you'll probably get good viewing of that fireworks show in front of the Millennium Falcon. So that's cool.
Okay.
Yep. You'll still be able to watch it without the dining package. Don't worry. It's just the viewing. The best viewing will probably be reserved for these lovely folks who do this. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, and the two other things coming out of Disney World. The one quick little note is that if you were planning on trying to get last minute tickets to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, they are basically gone, except for at the time of filming this episode, there is like only 1 or 2 days left closest to Halloween. They are the most expensive days, but it's not actually Halloween itself. So if you were planning on going sometime at the end of September, honestly, it's not looking too good for you babes. So we are going to just have to try again next year, or take that money and start planning on going ahead and getting a ticket for Jollywood Nights or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which I think the first nights are already beginning to sell out, at least for Very Merry. Not sure about Jollywood. I'll have to double check on that. And then the second thing, sorry, Megan, did you say something?
I'm just excited for Jollywood. I'm hoping to stay for Jollywood when I'm over there in November.
We got to put a pin on that, and we got to talk about it, because now there's a chance that Luke and Paul could also be here for Jollywood.
Oh, yay. Okay.
We mentioned it like side to Blake, and Blake's like, oh, that'd be fun too. And I was just like, oh no, this could be a big get together again for the first night of Jollywood.
Totally could. We could make it happen.
I could. So more news to come. We don't want to jump ahead to the other holidays just yet. We're going to be getting into some spooky themed episodes here in the not so distant future.
Yes.
And also over at the Polynesian Resort, not too much is happening. We're still inching close to that November 5th, like supposedly you can start booking during that time. And then the first like room stays are going to be happening this December, on December 17th of this year. Again, I'll believe it when I see it, but railings are going in and final paint work is being put in on the outside of the building. And it's actually starting to look like it's coming together slowly but surely.
Nice.
I was getting really worried there for a second.
Okay. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see progress. Okay.
Right. But just like in any Disney construction fashion, it's all going to come together in the last literal days. And
right.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Well, that's exciting. Very nice. Okay. Does that conclude our Disney news, Danielle? Is that all we have for today?
It was a little bit all over the place. Nothing too crazy right now. We're kind of in September, ends up being this weird lull for those that are listening. If you want, here's your random Disney, how Disney works in the middle of the podcast that you probably don't care about, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Your Ratatouille. Disney's fiscal year is literally ending, and the new one begins October 1st. So any spending, any changes that have to be done are literally happening at the week of this episode releasing is when the last cutoffs are happening for all leadership across the board. So there's going to be this weird lull and things happening. And then as soon as October 1st runs around, we're going to have merch dropping. We're going to have things finally arriving. And some new announcements supposedly coming officially. We'll get official announcements for the Christmas season also in that first week of October. So if he's here, it's going to be a little stagnant here for the next couple episodes. But then it'll really kick off and going again in the Disney news. That's usually just how it works.
Yeah. I fully anticipate that for sure.
Yep. All right.
Well, yay.
Well, our game master, Chris, do you have a game for us today? Chris, are you there?
I'm here, and I have a game.
Yay!
Let's play it. Let's have some fun. So we're doing another song episode today. So I wanted to do some more songs. We're going to play some Yensid. We're going to do it.
Yensid, the game that I'm not very good at, but it's okay.
It's okay. I think this one may be a little more challenging because they're not necessarily familiar compositions of the songs that you're familiar with. We're going to be playing a bunch of songs from A Whole New Sound, which, if you don't know, is a compilation of pop punk bands covering popular Christmas. Sorry, I practiced it like 4 times. I have Christmas on the brain. I can't stop thinking about Christmas.
That's okay.
Well, you're already starting to get ready for the Christmas countdown show, so that's totally
fair.
understandable.
Yeah.
Christmas is around the corner. You wouldn't believe it. We're starting Christmas countdown October 14th. So
Nice.
I'm ready for it.
Wow.
It is a compilation of It's a compilation of Tupac songs. It's not a compilation
Not
of Tupac
Tupac
songs.
songs.
It's a compilation of pop punk bands covering popular Disney songs So let's go ahead and give it a shot. The way it works, if you don't know, I'll be playing some songs in reverse. The ladies will have to guess the song, but then also say the name of the song in the reverse order, like the words themselves. So
Yes, indeed.
Oh, this is going to be
let's jump
hard.
right into
I
it.
It's
haven't
gonna be
listened
hard.
to the entire album yet,
Me
so
neither.
this will be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it might be a little more difficult just because the songs aren't necessarily like the exact same versions that you're necessarily familiar
Right.
with.
Yes.
We'll
If
see.
we hear any weird, what's it when you play something backwards and it's you hear a message or something in it?
There could be those
Subliminal.
in there. Yeah, subliminal messages, sure.
The pop punk albums, you never know, man.
It's possible.
Totally sketchy.
If you play these songs in reverse, you just get like the employee schedule for Hot Topic.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, here we go. Here's the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know. It felt like he was coming in really like jumpy for me.
Yeah.
Can we get it one more time?
Hold on.
You absolutely
Oh,
can.
okay.
Am I allowed to look up this the album list?
Let's say no, but if someone in the chat wants to help you out, they can do that.
Okay.
Dang, that was a hard one. I
That's
heard a
really
female
hard.
voice in it. I'm trying to think of who's. There is one song.
Okay, can I
Did they
guess?
just play at Epcot?
I can tell you there is no female voice in it, if that helps.
Oh,
There's
never
no
mind.
female. Oh my god. Okay.
Just playing it backwards. He
let me
sounded
try it
very
more
high
time.
pitched.
Okay, one more time.
You think you got it?
Is it "Can You Feel the Love Tonight"?
Go ahead and swap the words around. Let's see if you're
Swap
right.
it.
Oh, wait! I gotta write it down so I don't
Feel
mess it
free.
up. Hold
Do
on.
what you got to do. What if it wasn't right and I just had to do all the trouble?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I'm just right.
It does sound like that. I think you're right.
Tonight, love, the feel you can.
Tonight, love, the feel you can. Let's have a listen.
Nice, Danielle. Well done.
I was impressed with myself on that one. I was just
That's
like,
really
I had to hear
good.
the beginning thing again, where it's like the but it was that in reverse, and I was like, oh wow, okay.
Great start. Here we go. Moving right along.
Well, it's definitely Bowling for Soup.
Is it me? Is it me like friend?
Me like friend. Let's have a listen. It is one.
I was like, it's so chaotic. It's got to be friend like me. Okay.
I love it.
Here we are moving along. Next one. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and write it down.
Hold on. Wait. World New Whole A.
World New Whole A. Let's have a listen.
Nice, Danielle.
That is Yellow Card featuring Chrissy Costanza.
Okay, they're the ones that just played here at Epcot for the very first time, and they filled Epcot. Like,
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
That's
one.
awesome. Oh.
What do you think?
Oh God.
I think
Is
you
it-
got it.
Heart my in Biol.
Heart My in Biol. Let's have a listen.
Yes.
good one, Megan.
That's by Boys Like Girls. All capital letters.
Boys
for
like
some reason.
yeah. Okay.
Next one.
Is it Distance the Go?
It's not Distance the Go.
No.
Oh, shoot.
It's
What is it?
Pressure.
Pressure Surface.
Pressure Surface.
Oh,
Let's have a
Pressure
listen.
Surface.
You got it. You got it.
That is Plain White Tees.
It was the
that was
the
from
whoas in reverse
D20.
that were throwing me off.
And last one for this game. Here you go.
That
Goodness
is
gracious.
nuts.
Okay, that one.
For sure.
I was looking for a key word and I could not make
I
one
couldn't
out.
find it. Is it? It's not world. It's not World Year of Heart, is it?
Let's have a listen. That's a South Florida boy. I'm
Let's
happy to
go.
say that is Newfound Glory.
Okay, I think it was because he wasn't singing it like anywhere close to the normal tune. It was totally separate. So I think that's why that one really like threw me off there for a second.
Yeah. That was it.
That was a
The
shot
album
in the
is awesome, by the way. If you all haven't listened to it,
It's a
feel free to
really-
stream
it's
it.
really
So
fun.
good.
I honestly felt like I did better on that than I was going to do. Like that was pretty good.
You crushed it. There's like the ones that you got. I was like, I had no idea. So
Yeah.
Thanks.
fun times. That was fun. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thanks,
problem.
Chris.
Love
Appreciate it.
it.
All right.
Love a good challenge.
Well, I feel like we did better than I anticipated, Megan.
I thought so too. I was real nervous. But that turned out actually better than I thought. So yay.
Oh, it totally did. So we're going to go ahead for this episode. This is going to be our top 5 of the top 10 best Disney covers. And
Yes.
some of them are from the album. Some of them are not. Some of them are going to be a little more reminiscent of our childhoods back when this first started with the Disney Mania series back in the day. So you might see a little bit more of that in this episode. So Megan, do you want to recap your 10 through 6 with us first?
Yeah, can do. Okay, so my number 10 is Proud of Your Boy by Clay Aiken. 9, I Can't Help Falling in Love from 18s. 8 is Lana Del Rey's Once Upon a Dream. Number 7, Colors of the Wind by Tori Kelly. And my number 6 was Eye to Eye by Magnolia Park, which is from the new album that we just played a little game with.
I love that. That was a good one.
Yeah. And how about you? What's your 10 through 6?
My number 10 was Under the Sea by Suburban Legends. Number 9 was Friend Like Me by Neo. Number 8 was I'll Make a Man Out of You by Peyton Parrish. Number 7, Do You Want to Build a Snowman by Stellar Cart. And number 6 was Surface Pressure by No Resolve.
Nice. Nice. All right. Shall we get into 1 through 5?
I
Starting
am
with 5.
so interested to hear how this is going to go. Like
Me too.
again,
After
y'all,
last week, yeah.
after last week, anything's possible. All the cards are on the table. We'll see where we land in some of these last ones. I feel like there's one in particular that I know you like just as much as I do, and I know it's going to be here in our top 5. So I'm wondering where it's going to lay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, my number 5 is going to be Circle of Life from all the Disney Channel stars from back in the day in Disney Mania. Just because I think it's a deep cut. I know. I think it's so iconic. I think the parts and the parts that like these Disney Channel stars sang, like Hilary Duff, right? Like Raven, like oh my gosh, what's his name? Taj Mowry, and like it's Orlando Brown. All these from Disney Channel stars way back when, from our childhood. I thought it was such a good rendition of it, and I still love it to this day. It's still something that I like enjoy listening to.
Well, and it reran on Disney Channel for like a good amount of time. Like
a
just
long time.
over and over again.
Even when some of their shows were like done, you know, like even Stevens, that wasn't airing, or that like they were producing new episodes, but they were still airing.
It was she was in it, but she was also the voice of Kim Possible, which was still airing at the time.
Also true, but the guy wasn't the guy from, oh my god, I can't even think of it. Was he from Even Stevens? I don't know. That's also a very good point, though. She was Kim Possible. So yes, and I don't know. I was obsessed with it when I was, you know, obviously younger, and I still love it now. So it needed to be top 5 for me.
Chris, do you happen to have a clip of it?
Oh yeah, let's play a snippet if you have it, Chris.
But all are agreed as they join the stampede. You should never take more than you give in the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's a leap of faith. Oh.
For y'all youngins that are new to the Disney Channel world, you best go look up on the YouTubes what this is. It's part of
Go
your
watch
culture.
That's
You
right.
need to know.
It's just iconic, simply iconic. So
Okay,
that's my number
that was
5.
pretty. That was a pretty good one.
What's
I
yours?
did not go that way.
Okay.
Okay, so this one I found by accident, honestly.
Oh.
So you know, in previous episodes, I've talked about how much I love the song Evermore from
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast live
Yes.
action. Or actually, yeah, this is from the live action version. So it's going to be Evermore by, I think it's pronounced Tethra? Tethra. And it's a trip. I feel like this is going to be one that Chris is just going to have to play it, and you're going to be like, yes, this makes sense. Or you're going to be like, oh my, who, yeah.
Oh gosh, Danielle, you. Let's hear it. I gotta hear this.
Gotta get into it a little more. And then guitar.
Danielle, you were just. So
Good though. It's
mind blowing.
so
It's good. I like it. I do. That's it. I have not heard that one yet. So that's
Like I said, I found it by accident, and I'm just like, because I already love Evermore already, and I was just like, okay, this is
Yeah.
worth a listen. Like, let's listen into it a little bit. And then when it got hit, I was like, because a couple other people have done Evermore. I even think that Peyton Parrish did one also that was Evermore, but it didn't have that run in the guitar solo, and I really wanted that, and it appeased my little emo
delivered.
screamo heart. It made me happy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's another one for the Dapper Danielle that is just, again, floored. I'm
Starting the
just
episode off
shocked.
strong,
Yeah.
or the countdown strong. Not
Based
the
on the
episode.
last episode, very on brand. Okay. Amazing. I'll have to give that a listen. All right. So moving on to number 4. This one's a little bit of a deep cut as well, and also from Disney Mania. It's When You Wish Upon a Star by Ashley Gearing. This one, I still sing this rendition to this day because I think she did such a good job with it. I mean, I'm talking, this is 2004, y'all. This is like back when, I think this was Disney Mania 3 or something.
Like one of the first albums, yeah.
Yeah, and she's not like she wasn't like the biggest star at the time, but like star. Huh.
Was she a Disney? Was she a Disney Channel star, or was she a Disney Radio star, where she only had
Disney
like one
Radio.
or 2 songs?
She was Disney Radio for sure. I don't think she was an actress. But she did this great rendition of the song, and I continue to sing it like this to this day because of how much I loved it. And yeah, so I don't know if you can get a little snippet of this one, Chris, but it's very beautiful, and she has a really good voice.
Desires will come to you if your heart is in your dreams. No on a star like dreamers do.
This is so late 90s transition
So-
into the early 2000s, like jazz pop coded, like
Very much so.
crazy.
Yep. Yep. So that'd be my number 4.
I love how Megan's coming in with the really, really like chill versions of these songs, right?
I really am. It's not
Yeah.
stopping anytime soon. So what's
Okay.
your number 4?
This number 4, okay, actually this is a pretty chill one myself, okay?
Okay.
Now, this one is Part of Your World by Yuna, Y-U-N-A. I know I'm pronouncing the name horribly wrong. I'm so sorry. But this appeared, I heard it for the first time from a ad for Alani.
Oh.
And it's ukulele and it's singing the song A Whole New World, and it's beautifully done. I don't mind A Whole New World as a song. It's a Disney classic, but I like this version almost more so than the original song, and it's very chill, and I think it's on the We Love Disney album, the one with the Tinkerbell art on it.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no.
It's chill. Like if
It's
they're
really
gonna
good.
update the playlist at the Polynesian Resort anytime soon with the new like Island Tower coming in, I feel like this would be a very fitting song to add into the
It's-
lobby playlist.
Yeah, agreed. It's very good. I love that.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
Definitely a
Done.
weird step
Well
down
done.
from the Evermore song, but yes.
That's not a step down. It's just, different genre. It's okay.
Yeah, totally different genre.
Love
Danielle's
it.
eclectic music taste. We're seeing all sides of it right now.
It's very diverse. And, mine is too. And I think that's a good thing. You're just into everything.
Yeah.
Okay, yay. Nice. Well, actually, my next one is kind of on the same level. We're still staying in the sentimental songs here. It's You'll Be in My Heart by Usher from Disney Mania. I'm pretty sure this is number 2. And yes, I do love this rendition of it. It's got a little bit of an R&B flair, and it's one of my favorite Disney songs of all time. So that's why it is up higher up in this list. And I think he did a really good job with it. Way back when. Again, y'all, I'm
who was the one that
sticking
did
with
this one again?
2004 year. Was that
Who did this one again?
Usher?
Usher. Okay.
Yeah, this is Usher's version of "You'll Be in My Heart," and here's a little clip of it from Chris.
Why can't they understand the way we feel?
I definitely had this
Just
album.
what they can explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not different at all.
So good.
Oh, that was. I think that was one of the few on that album. It was like the first. It was either the second or the third Disney Mania album,
Yeah, it was.
and
yeah.
I definitely had that one because that was like that was like one of the first songs also on the CD too.
Yes, it was like top, 4 tracks or something. Yeah,
Right, that was pretty good.
it's a bop. It is a bop. All right. What's your number 3, Deborah Danielle?
Well, number 3. Okay, I'm getting concerned that you haven't said the one that I thought you were going to say yet. So I don't know. I'm
I'm really
getting
concerned
nervous.
that I missed one, which is like a bummer. That might go in the bonus
if I
episode.
say it, then I think you'll be surprised. I'm not going to say it just yet, but this one though,
Okay.
is Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride by Jump 5.
Jump 5. Yeah. Yeah.
When I tell, I was a big Jump 5 fan back in
Me
the
too.
day.
Me too.
And so this song appeared on the. So they didn't do the original Roller Coaster Ride, but they did the cover version that appeared on the CD, and then they ended up doing the main title song for the Lilo and Stitch series, which was Aloha Mai.
Yeah. Aloha, como mai. Yeah.
Yeah, the really long entrance, and that was also done by Jump 5, and I loved that one too just as much. But this was technically a cover because it was not the original in the movie, and it's their version of Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride. So good.
The Jump 5 like pandemonium that happened in the mid 2000s or the early 2000s was fantastic. Jump 5 was like, they were the stars of that era.
They were, and
especially for us kids.
Bravo to their manager team that really got them out there. They were part of the Disney Christmas Parade. They made their appearances and they made their rounds for how small of a group they were. They did pretty good.
They're very successful. Oh yeah, I love Jump 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Get into the top 2, Megan.
Number 2. Okay, this one is from an album, but it's a longer album, but it is from a movie, and it is Lost in the Woods by Weezer. It's just a good version of the song, y'all. I have a very special place in my heart for Weezer in general. I love their sound, and I have for years now. And I always wanted to see them live. I never got a chance to see them in concert, but I know they're still performing. But Lost in the Woods and their rendition of it. First of all, Lost in the Woods is one of my favorite songs off of Frozen 2's album. And so their rendition of it is so, it's just great. It kind of just adds that little bit of modern flair to it. As much as I love that, that like, I guess 80s.
I mean, the original song
it's
in
great,
the movie is already like an 80s power ballad. And then when Weezer did it, it was bringing it more a little bit into rock, I would say.
A little more contemporary. Yes, correct. Yes. So I just think they did a really good job with their cover of it. And I wish I could put a lot of the Frozen 2 covers into this list. Might make it in the bonus episode. You never know. But Lost in the Woods has to be my favorites of all of them. So here's a little clip.
I do like that version. I do really like how cringy Kristoff's version is, though. Like, hearing it by itself, even the movie, like I love it. It's fantastic.
with all the reindeer around him singing too. Yeah, it is great.
Making all the references to the 80s music videos.
yes, absolutely. Well, so there's my number 2. How about you?
Hey, look at you rhyming over there. Number 2 for me is actually, surprisingly enough, off of the Nightmare Before Christmas did a cover album also of like a ton of different emo punk bands. And number 2, surprisingly enough, is This Is Halloween by Marilyn Manson.
Oh, do they play this one sometimes?
They do. And so this is part of my regular Halloween playlist. I think that's why this one got bumped up a little bit more, because I'm slowly getting into my Halloween playlist now that we're into the middle of September and we're getting into full spooky season. This is part of my regular music playlist that I listen to.
Yeah. I think I've heard this one. Chris, if you have a little clip of it. Yep.
It's a little grungier sounding.
It's really good. Yeah, so they played this during the race weekend for the Halloween.
Oh, did they?
They did. Mm-hmm. A lot, like the whole course almost. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, even Leanne's even saying that the whole album is so good. Oh, it is good. It is really, really good. Yeah, I like how it like they start with the whispered version and then it gets into the weird like not screams, but it's the more the growling versions of the lyrics, and I really like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty fire, I will say. It's like, I don't know, it definitely gets you in the Halloween spirit. I think it's a really good rendition. Yeah,
It sounds
I
almost
fully
even
agree.
darker than the This Is Halloween song from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, 100%. It's way darker. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Nice.
Well, we're down to the number one, Megan.
One. Is it going to be Danielle's pick? I don't know. Let's see.
Wait, I'm just waiting.
I don't think it is. So this one, I think, I don't know where this one falls in terms of albums, but, and I hope I'm right on this. Now I'm like questioning myself. Okay. It's Welcome by Jump 5. But did Jump 5 do Welcome?
Did they do
Brother
Welcome?
Bear? Did they do Welcome? Oh my god, I'm literally now having a freak out moment. Can Chris confirm that?
Like Welcome, what?
Thank you.
Yes, Jump 5.
From Disney Mania 5, I think. 2. Yes, okay. I knew it sounded exactly like that. Thank you. I was just like, please tell me it was Jump 5. Yes, it's from Disney Mania 2, and it's also from one of my most favorite underrated Disney movies of all time, which is Brother Bear. And I love this song. It was such a fun little poppy version of it. It just makes me happy. It puts me in such a good mood. It was also part of it's not, is it Paint the Night? It's not Paint the Night. Is it Sensational? Oh my god. It's part of one.
Disneyland used it on repeat for multiple like ending and closing of shows.
Right. And I think, oh my gosh, if anyone in the chat knows if it was either Paint the Night. No, because Paint the Night is when can I see you again? It's
that was Outlaw City.
I think it was 50th anniversary. Oh, was it, Ashley? Okay, so it was the 50th anniversary parade. I think that's why I'm getting confused. I thought it was Sensational, but it is 50th anniversary. You're absolutely right. Okay, thank you. So maybe that's why I love it so much, because I resonate so well, and I remember so much of the 50th anniversary of Disneyland. It was just like a really good, for some reason, like time to be going and be an annual pass holder. We had a lot of fun the year and a half that it went on, and I do remember that opening the parade vividly, because it was a big grand entrance and then that song would start. So yeah, that's why I love it so much. It's associated with those good memories from that time at Disneyland.
See, and they played it a lot like in the cast member like celebration stuff when I first started at Disney in like 2012.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song, and that's from Brother Bear, right?
It's from Brother Bear. Yeah.
And yeah, that one was really good. I am a little bummed out. It was not the song I was thinking of that you were going to pick, but now I'm like afraid that if I say it, you might be like, I forgot about this one.
Well, Danielle, TBH, I only have 2 in my bonus episode list. I need 3 more. So please tell me what I'm missing.
Okay.
What am I missing? We'll go your number 1 first, and then we'll talk about it.
Well, before I say my number 1, thank y'all so much for listening this far into the episode. We very, very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
And again, if you want to hear the ones that didn't make it into this episode, you just got to listen to the bonuses. So either subscribe to listen to the bonus episodes wherever you listen to your podcast, or make sure you're part of the Patreon family so that you can listen in on this one. All right. My number 1 is Into the Unknown by Panic at the Disco.
So good. I had a feeling you were going to pick this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. Like, yeah. We've talked about it before, though, and that's why I think I'm shocked that you didn't pick this one.
Okay, we can talk about this. We can talk about it after the podcast. It's not my favorite.
Really?
I know, and it might go in my bonus, but it's it's not my favorite.
Why?
I'm not a big Panic at the Disco person in general. Brendan Urie is great. For some, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I watched him try to sing this song live, and it was a disaster. Like, he can't sing this live, and I get it.
No, he can't.
He's trying to sing in literally the key of Idina Menzel, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
To be fair, she can barely even sing it live anymore either.
Exactly.
She has
it's a
to do
hard
it in the studio.
freaking song to sing. So I think it turned me off to the cover in general. I'm like, but which is so unfair. That's so unfair.
I mean, Understandable though, but okay, so I guess we need to listen to a clip of it so you guys can hear how high pitch he's going to be able to hit that note in this song.
Yeah.
There's a little bit like me who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be. Every day's a little harder as I feel your power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown.
I think it's the horns. You know, because there's a little bit of like, is that trumpet in there that I'm hearing? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And see,
it sounds good.
I started this podcast or this list off with Under the Sea, which was by Suburban Legends, which was a ska band. And again, I'm just a sucker for a good horn section is really what it is.
It is good. That version is very good. I will say again, Frozen 2 had amazing covers from so many great artists. And that was one of them. Absolutely. I just, for some reason, with personal experience with it and seeing other clips, I just got turned off somehow. So
that's okay. At least you had a good explanation for it. It wasn't just like I just didn't like it. At least you were like, no, I saw a live version of it and he just didn't perform well. And that's why I just was turned off by it. Like, I understand.
Our little Brendan, our great Brendan Urie, he tried so hard and he just couldn't hit the notes on when it was live.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand like doing it live because the song itself, Into the Unknown, was amazing. But if Adina can't perform it live, then why are you trying to do it?
He tried. He did his best. But yeah, I appreciate that you put out your number one. Thanks for doing that. For both of us.
Well, now I'm interested to see what's actually in your bonus episode. So
yeah,
more to come, y'all.
More to come. And yeah, if y'all like our list, if you want to share yours, please do. Feel free to send us a DM, leave us a review. We do really appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning into these 2 episodes that we have for our Disney covers. We'll be back with a whole nother countdown next week. Can't wait for that. You'll stay tuned. You'll see what it is very, very soon. But until then, have a very magical day.
And night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight.
To have your name at the end of our new episodes and to receive a bunch of magical perks, please check out our Patreon via the link in the episode notes.
Or visit patreon.com/Disney Countdown Show. We'll see you there.